Hey, y'all, what's up? Check out this so cute kit. Oh my goodness. I have been super excited to get this one on my list, and it's finally here. Are you ready? Yay! Hey, my name's Ashley. I'm from Virginia, and I'm hanging out with Christina over at the Rust Cover Cottage tonight. Let me take just a second and share me out to my page. I'm so glad she just posted that because as soon as I clicked over, there I was. Thanks, Christina. All right, y'all, come on over and hang out. All right. When you pop on, make sure you say hey. I like to know all the things, where you're from, what's your weather, all the important stuff, right? I think we're going to have a little fun tonight, y'all. I have some big ideas for this. Big ideas. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Sue. Hey, Sandy. Sorry on the cellophane. All right, y'all, this is so stinking cute. So it comes with our bunny. We have some cute little glasses. We have the word hello. And a giant Easter egg. How stinking cute. And y'all, I love this. She has score marks. So if you want to do like a shiplap, there you go. If not, just flip it over and work with the back side. Always great options. 70 there today. Lucky you. Hey, Ann Dart. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit bigger of a piece of cardboard. That's not bigger. Y'all, I need to go through my cardboard stash again. All right, we're going to get a little bit of a bigger piece. Hey, Crystal. Y'all make sure to bless this out. It helps Christina's page so much. And we want everybody checking out all this goodness that she has. All right, so we're going to set our glasses, our bunny, and our hello to the side. And we're going to play with this. This is an Easter egg. And, y'all, it's pretty good thickness. I'd say it's a little less than a quarter. But I'm off the clock, so we're not measuring. Hey, Joyce, thank you for blessing this out. Hey, Nancy Hernandez. Hey, Christina. All right, so let me grab a pair of gloves, and we're going to get started. If I'm getting gloves, y'all know we fixing to get messy. The best thing about her kits is you can do them however. It's like a blank canvas. If you want to do all the things, you can. If you just want to paint it a solid color, you can. You just do it however you like it. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Mary from Maryland. Thank you for blessing this out, Crystal and Nancy. Y'all are awesome. All right. I am grabbing my Dixie Belle Voodoo Gel Stain. Now, I usually use Tobacco Road. This is Up in Smoke. So this is going to be like a little gray background to it. Y'all ready? Hey, Sandy, thank you for blessing this out. Appreciate it so much. All right, we're going to pour some of this on here because that's how we roll. And you can see it is a really pretty gray color. Oh, yay! Nancy, I can't wait to see what you make. All right, and if you know me, I'm grabbing a paper towel. And we're just going to start wiping. And flinging paper towel and stuff. We need a little bit more. So this is just going to give us base. Ashley, a gray Easter egg? Yeah. Just trust the process. Whoa, Nelly. You've never used the Up in Smoke? It's a really pretty color. It is a really, really pretty color. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is a beautiful gray. If you want it a little darker, dry it. Do it again. All the things are fun. One tip I will give you. Whoa, Nelly. Always clean off your tip. Hey, Renee. Hey, Vicky McMahon. Hey, Renee. Look, 2 Renees back to back. All right, y'all. That was Dixie Belle Voodoo Gel Stain Up in Smoke is what we're starting off with. I need to move my coffee out the way, so I just figured we'd have a little sip of it while we were moving it. All right, let's dry this. Yes, your word for tonight is bunny. You use the all natural today. They are great stains. They really are. I like them. I love it. It's quite a difference. Quite a difference. Isn't it pretty, Ann? And it dries pretty quick. I'm not going to be able to feel it through my gloves, but we're not leaving any fingerprints. So we're going to call that dry. All right. Now, I think I'm going to take some of my vintage white, folk art vintage white, and yeah, we're going to not put it directly on there, which is what we usually do. Y'all see me thinking. Y'all see me thinking. Let me get one of my little color trays here. I'm going to reach up here and grab. Y'all almost saw my feet. I went to sit down in my chair moved. All right, I'm going to grab, this is Dixie Belle Sea Spray. I'm going to take and move my egg before we get it real dirty. I'm going to put some of this folk art vintage white in this tray, just a little bit. Then I'm going to take some water and we're going to thin it out. Let me grab my little stirring spoon. And then we're going to fling it across toward us so we get it on our shirt. Now, the reason why I am thinning it out first is because this is a powdered form. It is a powder. See it? It's a great texture additive. I like to thin my paste out first and then add it, because if you spray water on your powder, it's going to go everywhere. Don't do that. So we're going to get some good texture on here. Yo, I keep flinging stuff. I think I need to start using one of my little buckets when I do this, and not my little paint tray. Now, as you can see, I added a whole lot, and so we are thicky thick. And I'm just making more of a mess, so it's fine. Now, I am going to go in and spray it just a little bit. All of my sea spray is moist, so it shouldn't fly everywhere. It did. Hey, Doreen. No, Nancy, I have not. I have a baby shower here tomorrow. And so last night I only watched 2 episodes because y'all know I got to go to work. And today I have been getting ready for the baby shower here tomorrow. So I have not gotten to finish it. All right, y'all, I'm just going back and forth with some water, some mixing, and just getting it to the texture that I like, that I want. And so it's like a paste. You see it? It's like a paste. Have you done it before? Have I done this before? Oh, yeah. Many times. Like, do you see? Do you see the mess I just made? It's me. I make a mess all the time. Look. Maybe it's just tonight. Hey, Crystal Custard. Yes, Katie Fisher Campbell. It is so good. It is so good. All right. We just scooped some sea spray out with that. So we're going to still call that clean. All right. We got our sea spray. We got our thing. And now I want to get one of my older, I guess, brushes. I kind of wanted one of those big ones. I wonder if we can use this one. This is one of those big Dollar Tree brushes. This is fixing to end bad. Hey, Ann Allison. Hey, Kathy. All right, so I'm going to dab in this. If it's too thick, we can just thin it out. And we're just going to go over and hit it. A little here, a little there. Now, remember, your bunny's going to be in the middle. And I want it nice and clumpy. See how nice and clumpy and textured that is? Look. See how that sits up? I want that clumpy, thick texture. This is probably not the right brush to do this. I probably should have gotten a sponge. A sponge would have probably have been better. But we're just going to dab a little here and there. Don't want it to look perfect. I told y'all this is definitely a trust the process kind of thing. Oh, spray water into the powder? Yes, I have done it multiple times. It's kind of like, have you ever opened powdered creamer? And it goes, I call it something, but I shouldn't say that on your page. You might get flagged for it. All right, so we're just dabbing that texture around. And if it doesn't work, worst case scenario, get in there with your fingers and just spread it on there a little bit. And I am going to run a little bit through here. Y'all, it's like sand, like mud. This is Ashley getting flustered with that brush. So she just starts using her hands. Because I'm not doing anything but flinging it everywhere. All right. Looks crazy, doesn't it? Looks absolutely crazy. Now, we're going to throw, look, that's going in the trash. I never use it. I figured I'd use it for something. And yeah. She gone. You're not going to see it. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Let's move that to the side. Let's kick these off so we don't have fingerprints everywhere. Suka's trying to play with the Frisbee. Now, we're going to get this dry. So we're going to move it over here and we're going to dry it. Here it is. And while we're drying it, y'all know I have clean issues. So we're going to dry with one hand and I'm going to clean my desk with the other. Vicky McMahon laughing at me. Do y'all have clean issues? I do. I have clean issues. I can't help it. Sam will tell you the same thing. Look, I have flung it all the way over on my computer.
Yes, you do.
Shh. Go away, Sam. All right, so now it might take a bit for this sea spray to get dry because it is a little thick, but we're going to dry it the best we can. And then we're going to move forward. I was hoping that stuff came off, but if it gets on the back, it'll be fine. You're the same way? Hey, Joanne. Trust the process. Now, we're going to put a product over this and see if it works. See if it works. So this might be a fail tonight. I don't think so, though. I think it'll be just fine. Just fine. Sam is running the cross wave for me. Now, you can totally skip the chunky part. I like it because it adds that different layer. We all about layers tonight. It's a little squishy, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Hey, Linda. Sam's running the cross wave. He's cleaning the floors. He's so awesome. All right. Other than a couple of spots of like major hunks, we're good to go. We're going to go forward. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So we use that. That can move out the way. Now, let's try this. I got my Pentart. This is Crackle Medium. I know it's backwards. I'm telling you what it says. Crackle Medium. And we're going to put this over top. If I can find the brush that I want. Do y'all have that? Like, you have a certain brush that you really like to use? This isn't it, but it'll work. So, we should probably pour this in a container so we don't contaminate it. Now, this is probably going to reactivate some of that. I'm looking to make sure I don't have product on my brush when I dip it back in. I don't. It's probably going to reactivate and move some of that sea spray around a little bit. If you do this, pour some of your Crackle Medium in another container. If I miss spots, it is totally fine. It's going on nice and good and smooth. Even over that sea spray. Perfect. Perfect. And you can see, I don't go the same way. I make crosses. I go this way. I go this way. Because I don't want a uniform crackle. I like it to be scattered. Kind of like my brain, y'all. If you know, you know. All right, we need to get up around this edge a little bit. Up around this edge. There we go. All right, we are looking good. Looking good. Oh, I love it. You're holding your favorite? What did I miss? Oh, your paintbrush? Oh, hello. I'm back. You'll be looking for your favorite and you're already holding it. Yeah, I do stuff like that all the time. All the time. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Loretta. Hey, Paula. All right, y'all. I'm telling you, this is a trust the process kind of thing. It looks like a hot mess, but I do have a reason. Sometimes. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. We fixing to find out, aren't we? All right, so we got our crackle on. Did you know that if you have Crackle Medium, and you run out of fine line, step 1 crackle medium, that you can use this. You just have to have the step 2 to put on top of it to do the fine line. I learned that the other day. I was like, what? Wow. Hey. Oh, sorry. It's in here. I have a cute little basket that sits at the end of the island with some of Zen Grace's stuff. And I throw the bills in there and some mail. You know, I go through it once a week or whatever. And Sam was looking for something. But I took it off the island because the island is going to be like a huge charcuterie grazing board for the shower. Look at this. See that texture still on there? And you got some places it looks like mud and sand. Hi, Sambo. Oh, you got your thinking cap on. The supplies that you want are probably in your office, in the floor, in front of the mirror, in the floor. Did I say in the floor? Yeah. Huh? That's what we're hoping for, Vicky. I just figured you needed to cut it. We're still a little bit sticky. Hey, Mindy. What's y'all's weather in Louisiana, Paula? Is it cold and windy like it is here? That would be sea spray. It's fine. You sure look like you on a mission. What are you looking for?
Designz.
My what?
Side cutters. The blue handle cutters.
My wire cutters?
Yes, they're called dikes.
They're not called dikes. They're called wire cutters. I'm busy. Can't nobody craft around here? 66 today and gorgeous. Oh, awesome. Joyce, you're in Texas. Of course it's going to be warmer. Yes, Vicky. Every single thing. He's coming to get my wire cutters, and I was instructing him where the thing is. All right. We are good to go. Now, the next layer is going to be Paint Art. This is acrylic paint in the color Country Green. I was looking at the basil that Christina has with Paint Couture, but it was a more of a green, and I wanted a lighter color, like a more pastel color. Because if I didn't want a more pastel, I'd be using that because that color is gorgeous. Now, let's see if we can get this egg covered. All right, y'all. So we're going with Country Green, and we are going to cover our whole egg in Country Green. Y'all see where I'm going with this yet? I know I'm probably missing your comments. I'm paying attention to what I'm painting. Basil is definitely a staple. I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite colors. And duck egg is absolutely gorgeous also. Oh. That is warm, Ann. Sam's in there building stuff. So if y'all hear crazy things, it's probably a drill involved. It's one of those you just don't ask. Oh, what am I saying rude for? Am I telling Sam rude? Sam, I'm fixing to knock you out. I am busy.
I'm busy too.
He is constructing our baby shower gift for them. Y'all, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, 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 look. And the magic is happening. Oh, Christina, I can't wait to see them. Y'all, the magic is already happening. Look at that crackle. Now, it's shiny in some spots because it's wet. In some places, it's dried. Look-a-looka. Look-a-looka-looka. Ooh. I told y'all this is a trust the process kind of thing. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Barb. Thank you for blessing this out. Y'all, oh my goodness, look-a-looka. Look-a-looka. There generally is a method to my madness. You just gotta, look, you just gotta get on the merry-go-round and keep spinning round and round with me till we get there. Oh, look at it, y'all. It is gorgeous. Now, you see some of that white coming through and the gray? We're going to sand some of that, and we're going to really pop both colors through. Oh, thank you, Barb. Isn't it pretty? I know in the beginning, y'all, as soon as I started putting that white sea spray mixture on here, y'all probably like, what in the world? You see? You see? And you can put any colors. You can do any layers on there. You can do some different colors in different spots. It would look great with a brown background, as well as like we did the gray with the up in smoke. And we ain't even gotten to the bunny yet. What am I looking for? Sand and block. Now, I'm going to go with the rough gator on this. Rough gator. So, everything be warned. Y'all can see where it is really crackling, really popping through. And now, you see these big old hunky spots where that sea spray is. The big old thick hunky spots. If they're not dry all the way, it's fine. Normally, when I do this, I put on the hunky sea spray spots, the big chunky ones, and then I let it sit for like 24 hours. And that way it's good and dry before we move forward. There's always a method to the madness. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to turn it this way so I can see it with my rough gator sander. And we're off. Now, I want the roughness. And you can tell some of it was not dry. It's fine. My sleeves are getting in my way. We want some to go down to that. It must not be dry. We need to dry it a little bit more. We're not dry. You're loving it. We want it to go down to some white, some of that gray, to get that really chippy look. But we were not dry. This needs to get dry. It's a lag. Oh, no. You dry that while I switch this. That's right, Chris Brady. Let's try a sand block like this first before we go a little rough with that. It felt dry. I guess it's that second layer that's not dry. Let's try a not so rough one. And then we can come back to our gator. See, look, it's pulling up some of it, but that's fine. Keep on rocking with it. Oh, did you steal my sander? Is that what you're bringing back? But you see, look, see where we put that chunky hunk of the sea spray? That's what it does. It takes up that whole bit so that it gives that layered look. And see, this thing is being too light. It's not taking it down as far as I want it. But it'll be fine. Now we're going to switch back to our gator. Let's put another clean pad on it. Because I really want that all chippied up. Like, big time. Look at that, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Look. How pretty. Look how pretty. Love it. That's what we're going for right there. Now we're going to go get around the edges really good. And we are making a teetotal mess, but it's fine. So we got crackle. We got lots of chippy. Hey, Lou. Hey, Amble. Look at that. Oh. See, I love the gray undertone and then a little bit of that vintage white coming through with that green on top. So we got it really distressed and chippy with that gorgeous crackle in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, y'all know I'm fixing to have a meltdown because it is such a messy. Give me just a second. Just a second. Sweep off my desk. And then we're going to get started on the bunny. I might have to run the vacuum, y'all. You like it? Isn't that cool looking? So cool looking. I love it when a plan comes together. I told y'all this is like a trust the process kind of thing. Y'all, look at this mess we made. Woo, child. We making a mess. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I should have got a bigger, like a Clorox wipe, because that baby wipe isn't cutting it. We still got some pieces around here we need to take off. We'll fix it. We will fix it. All right. Now, let's play with this bunny. I'm going to go back in with my vintage white, and we're going to give it a good base coat. Y'all like that effect? Pretty fun, right? Pretty fun. And it really doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. I thought about a bunch of different things to do with this. I was picking at, look, I had 3 or 4 of Christina's tissue papers. Because if you know, you ever ordered a cutout from Christina, she wraps them in the most gorgeous tissue paper. So I had a couple of those. Or I had Ivetta's checks from Decoupage Queen, going with the glitzy glam look. Get the cow. That was too much for the cow. The cow wouldn't have handled all that. So then I decided on this. I thought it would be really cool. We could have actually added in some blues as well. But I'm on a green kick with my Easter decor. I think the tissue paper is one of the most exciting things about getting a kit from Christina. I'm telling you. It's like, ooh, I know what kit I'm getting, but what tissue paper am I going to get to go with it? You got beautiful paper today? I know she has the best tissue paper. I'm telling you. It is awesome. We're going to do something weird that y'all never see me do. Are you ready? We're going to paint the sides of this bunny. What? Yeah. We're going to paint the sides of this bunny. And I'll tell you why. Because it's brown when it's cut. And our base is green and gray. So I just think brown will not match. Now, I haven't dipped in any other paint. We're just going over it. Just lightening it up a little bit. See that? And I know if y'all watch me on a regular, my regular ones are going to be like, what? Yeah, I don't do sides. I don't do backs. No. When I make stuff, 98% of the time, it is for my house, my decor. We need to do an auction, y'all, for real, because my room is getting full. But they know, even when they get something from one of my auctions, the back end done. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yes, it always smells good. Sam Finch, you are amazing. Don't you bring it in here because I don't want Jillian to see it until they can. I will show them pictures of the gift a little later.
Is that what you was envisioning?
Yes, it is. You did absolutely perfect. Now it just needs pink bows and flowers and greenery.
That's your expertise.
What you talking about? That's my expertise. He built it, y'all. He built it. There's a makeshift swing involved. I will definitely show y'all later. Living dangerously, right? All right, so we got all the sides and everything done. We don't want any clumpy lumps going on. All right, we're in the home stretch with our bunny. Home stretch. I'm telling tales because I'm about to throw another wild card out there. You ready? Now, if you're in my broadcast channel, I mentioned Chippy. What else did I mention? There was one key thing in my broadcast channel that I mentioned that I was going to be doing. What y'all think? Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness. That is going to be so stinking cute. Y'all. And look at her little face. You can still see it through there. And her between her ears looks crazy. I know. Because I just had to cut some more into it. Hey, Treese. I got paint on my sweater. I don't see any, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, y'all. So our egg is looking amazing. Look at the chippy. Look at all that yummy texture and chippy. And we got a little bit more work to do on that. We got our bunny painted up. So stinking cute. Joyce, winner, chicken dinner. Winner. Oh, wait. We're not done with our bunny. There's one more thing I want to do. On my sleeve. I don't know where y'all are seeing it. It'll be fine. I'll find it later. It's fine. One more thing I want to do. This is nude. It's... My husband is distracting me. Y'all can tell when he walks in here. I think the camera shakes too, goober. This is redesigned by Prima. Finnabair Liquid Acrylic in Nude. Show the eggshell color, please. What eggshell? What are you talking about, Renee? All right, we're going to grab some nude. And this is liquid acrylic. This is amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put one little squirt right here. One little squirt. And I'm going to clean it off because it's terrible. Marilyn, it's alive, honey. On your sleeve. I'll get it later, y'all. It's fine. It is fine. All right, so we can use this straight as it is, which I think we're going to do. Or you can add a little water and thin it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this nude. Now, all I did was put one drop right there. One drop. And we're going to see. And we need to put a little bit of pink in Bunny Foo-Foo's ears. Now, if you wanted it lighter, then put a little water on it. But, which I'm going to do anyways, because I need to resaturate this. Now, this is no rhyme or reason. I didn't measure, of course. I'm just going in and just putting a little pink in here for her little ears. How stinking cute. How cute. And we'll go and we'll do the, it's fine, y'all. I'll get it. It's fine. I'll get it later. And we'll go back and do her face in a little bit as I'm like touching it on her nose. I think I do want that same color on her nose. All right, we're going to set that to the side. Now, I am grabbing her glasses and the word hello. Actually, I might do the hello in a different color. We're going to rust up her spectacles. So, I am grabbing, this is Finnabair Rust Kit. Absolutely love it. It comes with all three. This is the dark brown paste that I start with. Let me find me a good brush. Well, hello. Let me throw me a good brush. All right. Now, I'm just loading my brush and I'm just tapping straight into the brown. Chris Frady, are you paying attention? Do this. All right, so we're just going to put a coat of that brown, tap up and down. Just like we did texture with that sea spray, this is textured. Tap up and down. Cover the whole thing. Cover the whole thing in that textured brown. See that? Look at that. If you look at it from the side, look, you can see there's even a big piece sticking up right there. All that texture. Tap up and down. Now, grab your green. Grab your green. I don't switch out my brush. Now, this is starting to dry. I picked it up. I showed you. We're drying a little bit. We're not completely dry, but we are starting to dry. You don't use that much. You just use a little and you tap. Now, I'm going straight in. Same brush with my green. It really doesn't get that much brown in there. And you can tell about how much you use. Versus, this is my main one I go to all the time to start with. See how low that is? Now we're going to go in and we're going to hit a couple of spots with the green in random places. And we are tapping again. Green in random places. I know it looks crazy. This is one of those trust the process things too. Now, this is the rust color. And this is the rust effect. Like I said, this one even says rusty on it. This one's dark brown, green, and rusty. So now, same brush. I am going to knock some of that green off of it. Same brush, and we're going to just go in and tap. I go straight to the bottom and just tap it, just like this. Tap it. And you can see a little green gets in there, but not too much. And so we're going to sit there and we're going to tap over what we have. We're just tapping. Very light taps. Like, very light. I'm not going like, bam, 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 bam. Very light. It's almost like your brush is kind of just kissing it. If there's too much rust, go back in with your brown. If there's too much green, go back in with your brown. You want a little bit more rusty color? Go back in with it. This is you do. You're sitting there looking at your project. When you like it, that's enough. Aren't they some pretty rusty, old, spectacle looking fellas? Don't they look good? I love it. I'm telling y'all, this rust kit is amazing. Amazing. Hey, Sue. Dark brown. And don't worry, the lids are labeled, so you'll be able to match them up pretty awesome. Chris Freddy, what you rolling your eyes for? Chris Freddy's going to get me. All right. So we have our spectacles all rusted up. Now we need a pretty color for our hello. Let's grab. We're going to grab turquoise. This is Pentart acrylic turquoise. What? Yes, because look. They match really pretty. There's your country green and your turquoise. That hello is going to pop. I don't think, yeah. I opened it. I just put it back down. Y'all, look at that color. Oh, my goodness. Now, the hello on here is small. It's not going to be like all up in your face. But we're not done. I want to grab a little brush. And get out of my rust over there. And we're going to put this turquoise on here. Oh my goodness, look at this color. Look at this color. So we got old and rusty. And then we're popping with some different greens. I have to be really careful on these. I'm rough. I will break them. Like I broke my bunny's ears off last night. Well, one of his ears. I fixed it. I glued it back together. It's fixed now. It is fixed. Isn't it fun, y'all? You can do anything at all with these kits. Whatever style, whatever colors, whatever mood you're in, the kits just give you a great base to start with. And then you just take it and spin it and have fun with it. Worst case scenario, you don't like what you did, sand it off, paint over it, go on again, start over. Look at that color. Oh, isn't that purty? Purty, purty. Purty, purty. Now, there's a method to my madness still. You ready to see it? You ready to see it? I don't know if I'm ready for my glue gun yet. All right. So we have our bunny. We still need to do her little face. We have our bunny, but look here. Look at that color on there. With her little rusty glasses. Y'all, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. We're not done yet. We're not done. We're not done. We're getting there, but we're not done. That is true, Joyce. The hardest part is deciding which colors. It really is. But if you see something, and like, I like to look at Antique Farmhouse all the time. All the time. And if I see something that they have on there, or like they've styled it, I will screenshot that and I will use those colors together as inspiration. That's what I like to do. I am obsessed with Antique Farmhouse. All right, I need to make some room, y'all. Hold on. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, because my little spot here is small and I am running out of room. And we have a couple more things to do. All right. Decoupage, varnish, and glue. Y'all know how I always tell you to keep your scraps. Well, if you don't watch me on a regular, I always tell you to keep your scraps. Because I did a project the other couple days ago, and I used this paper, and look at this. You see that flower with that script? I think we're going to put a little bit of that on here. And I think it is going to be really, really pretty. Do I have any water in here? I do. So we're going to just take our water pen. I'm going to go ahead and turn my glue gun on, because we're kind of getting towards the end. So we're going to take our water pen, and we're just going to go around, and we're going to grab some of that wording, and we're going to grab this flower. And we're just doing a wet cut on it. I want some of that wording. Then when I get this on there, I might not like it. We'll see. We will see. All right, so I think she needs a little bit of a flower. See, that's going to cover up some of our goodness. But I really like that flower right there. I think it's a little too much. So we're going to take it down a little bit. And if you have leftovers, this is what you can do with your scraps. Now, that flower is going to match that wording, and it's going to fade in with that background. Now, you see why I picked the colors I picked? All right, let's put the top on this for now. Let's grab our decoupage, varnish, and glue. Renee, I bought... This is a cheap watercolor set. I got it at the Walmart, and it came, you see this space right here? It came with this watercolor pen in it. That's where I got it. You might be able to find one off of the Amazon, because you can usually find just about anything off of the Amazon. All right, let's get a paintbrush, and let's get some of this flower on here. If it doesn't all fit, that's fine. We're just going to put it where we think it'll be really cute. And we're probably going to have to sand off some of it. And that is perfectly fine. But I think it just adds just a little extra pop on the side of that. Look at that. I wish I had a couple more, but I don't have a couple more. So I did pull this transfer that I used some of it. And this is kind of a fun little bit right here. I like that. And this has the background in it that, you know, it kind of goes with it. Hold that. And I like those words. And there's a bird on there. But we're gonna pull some of this. I like the design of it. I like this design. And I think that it's going to look real cute. And this is like a thin little area. I don't want to cover up too much of our hard work on the chippiness. But we are going to pull some of it with that flower. And if you don't have a water pen, just use your paintbrush and dip it in water. Works just the same. Isn't the paper so pretty? It is Decoupage's new release. They literally just released it. It was a spring release y'all saw me do on Valentine's Day. Now, I don't want to cover up all my chippy, but I do want to put a little bit of different textures on here with this paper. And this is just Decoupage varnish and glue. It is my preferred medium to use. Look at that. I know we got to sand them off, but y'all, oh my goodness, look. And this little piece, I don't know what it is, but let's find a little something else to go on here. I really like these words. And it's just it's a bird and it's brown words. And I want to grab some of that script. And see, there's some more down there. That script. That's what I'm after. I'm telling y'all, always save your papers, your scraps. Always save them. Because, I mean, we are cutting and we are piecing different stuff. You'll just have to wait and see, Joyce. So, throw some hearts if y'all like where we're going with this so far. I really do. I really want something right here. Just a little something right here. Now, this paper matches perfectly to these colors. And so, it is pretty much blending in with that background. I see lots of hearts. You're feeling it. You're feeling it. I like it when you feel it. And I was looking for the name of this paper. I don't know where it is. I must have already used it on a different project. All right, we're going to take a little bit more of this. And see, y'all, I'm just going through and I'm just pulling out the parts and pieces that I want. I don't know about you, but I cannot read that. So I'm not worried about putting something crazy and distressed on here. We're going to tear it apart. Just get a little piece of that, a little piece of that. Just put it on here in little random places. I don't want to cover up too much of what I got going on with my chippy and all. But I do want to have a little bit of a different. Little here, little there. I think that we are good with that. Maybe a little sliver right here. Just in between. Just so it's not so two here, two here. You see what I'm saying? Just want to get a little bit more of that in there. So look at that, y'all. Look at that. I know we got to fix it, but we got some fun colors on there. We got different looks and everything else. All right, let's put this up. You like the script on it? I do too. I think it just gives it that little bit of extra touch. All right, let's put this up. We got to get these dry. We can actually just sit it to the side and let it dry on its own while we finish the bunny. Now, I'm not throwing this away, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm not throwing it away. Y'all should see my scrap pile. It's redonkulous. All right. We're going to sit our little egg to the side and let that dry really well. And then we'll sand it. Now, we got some decoupage varnishing glue everywhere. Let's see. I don't have a black marker, but I do have a thing I'm going to stick in my finger. That hurt. I do have somewhere in here a Sharpie. And I think I want to do a little bit of Sharpie on here so we can see her face. And I do not trust myself to do this with a paintbrush. I'm a little bit more comfortable with a Sharpie. Bird in the garden background. Thank you, Sue. That Sharpie is fine. It's fine. If you have a chalk marker or a paint marker, I would suggest that. Y'all see me concentrating. If you don't, a Sharpie is working just fine. My lines are not straight. I'm not the one to do this. Hey, Nancy. And if you're not comfortable with this, you can totally skip this step. You do not have to have a little face on your bunny. Even though she's absolutely precious. Especially her little eyelashes. Please. My phone was on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how it popped off. Hopefully you guys are still with me. Sorry, I had a call come in. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but we must be over our time limit. I think I usually put an hour on it. All right, so I did her little eyelashes and everything. I didn't do this part, or her nose. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it in a second. Because we moved the nude. I need that back. We got to do her little nose. Let me see. Now, I'm just going to shake this and I'm going to get the top. Hey, Michelle. You used a pencil? That's a good idea, too. All right, I'm just shaking it and I'm going to put my brush in the top.
She said she bring the broccoli.
That's fine.
Stuff now.
Y'all see me concentrating. This is detail work right here. All right. Her little nose is done. Look at that. How stinking cute. How stinking cute. Now we got to do her little eyes. I'm so glad y'all are hanging out still with me. We are coming up on the end. Just a couple more things. I thought I was going to take the Sharpie and outline her little nose, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. Now, we need, what do we need? I think we're going to give her some black eyes. Let's do her eyes in black. So like this whole part of her eyes, we're going to do black. Oh boy. And this is just black velvet, my chalk paste from Chalk Couture. Oh, we're getting there. Throw your brush, get paint everywhere. These are important steps y'all don't want to miss. How stinking cute. All right, we got one eyeball done. Y'all, I'm painting in the lines good. I am painting in the lines good. All right, now we got to do the other eyeball. These small detail brushes really, really help. And of course, these are pretty awesome. They come in a big set. I get mine at Craft and Chaos. All right, let's flip her around. How stinking cute. Oh, I hope you don't have a black screen. If you have a black screen, go out and come back in. Hopefully you can still hear me. All right, y'all. Bunny has eyeballs. Now, we're going to take a little white paint marker, and I do have one of those. I have white. I don't have black. And we're going to fix her little eyes. Let's now get her all glued together, put together, all the things. We're done with our Sharpie. I was going to go back in and outline it. I've decided against it. Y'all, she's so stinking cute. You think she needs like some little dots right here between her nose and her whiskers? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Vicki McMahon. Thank you, thank you. Whoa, Nelly, I'm throwing stuff. I'm going to get out my antique gold, and I'm going to get out my Umbra. These are my Pentart. They are my like go-tos. I absolutely love them this day and time. They are my favorites. All right, y'all, let's finish this up. Look, I got to be easy with that hello. I keep squeezing it. Put my gator sander down there. It doesn't go down there. All right, let's get this excess off. It's dried. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, y'all. Look at that egg. It's still wet in a couple places, but it's fine. Look at that egg. We got our chippy. We got our crackle. We have our different pieces. Oh, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Look. Look, look. Absolutely love it. All right, let's get her all together. This is going to be so stinking cute. All right, I'm grabbing my art glitter glue. This is my go-to for all of Christina's wood cutouts. Rosy cheeks. She need rosy cheeks. Well, sir, what in the world? I had a little globbage going on. All right, let's put a little glue on here. It always looks like I use so much, but y'all, it is like a tiniest thin little layer on here. All right, I'm going to point it towards me so I can see. Want to make sure she is straight on here. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. Just a little bit of a gap. Yes, this glue is amazing. I used it last night to put my bunny's ear back together. All right. I absolutely adore how she's coming out. I really do. Oh my goodness. I think this is like one of my favorite wood cutouts yet. Look at her. Oh, we were going to distress around the edges a little bit. We can still do that. We still got the outside here. We can do it in a minute. In a minute. Those are like your final finishing touches. All right, let's put the hello up here. Absolutely cute. Now can you see why I pulled that color? Because I knew I was going to pull this flower and this paper, which all match and coordinate. You love it? I'm so glad you love it. Oh, I do too. I think she's absolutely precious. Y'all, these rustic glasses though. Now the back is plain. We didn't do anything to that. And y'all, that texture on there is literally just like rust. Ignore my messy fingers. Absolutely love her. Oh my goodness, love her. Oh, thank you. Y'all, I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad you like it. I'm going to turn it. How precious. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Oh my goodness. All right, we need to rust her up. Not rust her up. Dirty her up a little bit. We're going to get our paint marker and give her a little bit of personality marks. Just a little bit of personality marks for her little eyes. Hello. Ain't she cute? Oh my goodness, look her. Absolutely love, love, love her. All right, she's bowed up a little bit. And it's because this is not a automatic now hold. It's a wait a minute hold. But we're going to have to probably clamp her together a little bit. I think we bent from the heat. No, we didn't. We'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll fix it. All right, let's get a little bit of distressing on her. I think I'm just going to grab my Umbra. I think the little gold might be too much. Let's just do a little Umbra on her around the edges. And y'all can see I'm just hitting it. See the corner of her ear, just a smidge, just to put some color and distressing on there. I probably should be using my little brush thing, but it's fine. It's fine. Now, I'm not going to do the bottom. You'll see why in a second, because I told you we got a little bit more, I always try not to keep y'all but so long, but sometimes when you get an idea, you just got to roll with it. Why am I freezing? Oh, I'm so glad y'all love it. I hope it gives you ideas just to have fun, play with it. Walk on the wild side. Go outside your comfort zone. Just have fun. And like I said, worst case scenario, you don't like it, sand it off, paint over it, start over. It is fine. Actually, no, Vicki McMahon. Not a bow. Oh, I love her. Oh my goodness. Look at the little distressing around her. Look, 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 look. I love it. Absolutely love it. Do distressing at your discretion. Distress at your discretion. Now, I am going to grab the gold. This is the antique gold. Switched out my little dauber. What? You're putting gold on it? I am. I am. All around these edges. Whoa, Nelly, that was too much. We got too much on our brush. But we want to come in with a little bit of this. If it's too much, it's fine. We'll keep rolling with it and rocking with it. Just got a little too much on our brush. It's fine. Look at this. Look at that gold, how that gold puts that edge on it. Oh, Nelly. Look at that. Y'all. Y'all. Yes, I agree. I agree. All right, we still got our glue gun is still on. I guess I turned it on a little bit too early. This is why I sanded this down. I want just a little touch of gold around those edges. Y'all, I'm loving how this is coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Absolutely love it. Look at that. Look at that. Just a touch of that gold around the edges with our chippy, with our girl. Look, look, look. She needs two final touches. Two final touches. Now, for this, let me put that back. I'm going to need my little brush. I'm going to need my cardboard. And I got my glue gun on. Look here. Those are some really bright flowers. But if we grab our Distress Oxide, we can probably tame those flowers down a smidge. Dirty them up. Oh, yeah. Whoops. They're all nice and dirty now, y'all. Look. Look. Love it. Just a smidge. Now, if this is too much, go in with your little brush and just brush them like you're brushing your hair. Isn't that gold gorgeous? It is so pretty. All right, look at that. Just a little dirt here, there. If it's too much, brush it down a little bit. And that's in walnut stain is what we used. Look at that. And so she needs her two little flowers. And then one more little piece after that. We got to do a bottom. You love it? I hope this gives y'all all the ideas. We might just do one little flower. Where's my... I just popped these off of the piece, and so I'm just going to cut that down flat. I don't know if I'm going to do two or if I'm going to do one. I think she needs a little flower in her head. Because why not? We all need a little something, something, right? Do we want one or two? Two. one, and it matches. Both of these flowers match this paper perfectly. That was not planned. Now, I have one more idea of a piece, a little piece I want to put across the bottom. I have this absolutely gorgeous pearl rose, and I think I want to put it right here. And I think that will finish us off. I really think that will finish us off. So, let me grab my correct scissors, and I'm just going to clip this in piece. I'm clipping it so that y'all know I love scraps. We still got this piece left over. And we can probably put that up here in her hair if we want. So we're going to put this right across the bottom. And we can literally go in right here and clip it. See how it's sewn together? That's what I'm clipping right there. It's literally sewn together by 5 pieces of string. How stinking cute is that going to be, y'all? Oh my goodness, look. Absolutely love it. Y'all, make sure to comment the word bunny to get a message from Christina so you can grab this super cute kit. I absolutely love this lace. If you don't like it, that's fine. I absolutely love, love, love the little addition to it. It just adds that little extra pop. I really think she needs a little bit of pearls tucked in back here behind her head. And I think we're just going to go with one little flower. And so this is that little piece I cut off. We're just going to tuck it back there behind that flower. So it's just peeking around the corner. And I'm putting my hands all in that gold. What do y'all think? Look at her. Oh my goodness. See how we just tucked that little piece of lace with the pearls? Y'all, oh my goodness. Look. Absolutely love her. What do you think? I hope you like it. I hope it gives you some ideas just to have fun, think outside the box, play, create, all the things. Perfect touch? I agree. I'm getting it all over me. That gold is definitely not dry. Perfectly perfect. Look at that. So you still can see all that chippiness on the background where we did those colors. You got the gold around the edges. That color is absolutely beautiful on that hello. You have those papers. Everything matches. Oh my goodness. Absolutely love her. I love her. Old wallpaper layers of paint. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad y'all absolutely love it. Remember, comment bunny. Comment bunny. Grab this wood cutout. Oh, Christine's wood cutouts are always free shipping. Just grab a couple of them and have fun. My computer and my phone's getting ready to die. All right, y'all. I got to go finish my baby shower gift. I will make sure I put up pictures, but it won't be until after tomorrow because the baby shower is tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Right here. Yay. All right, y'all. Thanks, Christina. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this gives y'all ideas. Have a great, great rest of your night. See y'all later. Thanks, y'all.